Hey, class, I hope you're well. It's Mr. Spradlin with our hopefully what will be regular wrap up where we kind of talk about, our class wrap, if you will, where we talk about what we've talked about and maybe even get a look at what's coming next. So, first, thanks a lot for sticking it out with me in that small, hot room this Monday. As everything settles, I may try to get us shifted to a different room that's a little cooler and a little bigger. So keep your eyes open, your ears peeled, just so that we can figure out, if I can do that. And if I can, I may move us to a different location. Because I don't know about you, but it was hot in there and it was kind of small and we were all kind of stuck together. So we want to try to make it a comfortable environment. So we're going to wait till things kind of settle and some rooms open up, because that happens from time to time, and hopefully we'll see about getting us moved. I will let you know more as it develops. So I wanted to follow up and talk about some housekeeping issues that we might be thinking about in terms of the course, right? We didn't really talk about it much, but I want to go straight into the Start Here unit in the course. And in the Start Here unit, there's this section here on uploading assignments in Blackboard. And it kind of walks you through some things that I think could be helpful. But one of them is the Office 365 that we all have access to when we are students or employees at Sam Houston State University. So you don't need your own copy of Word or any other kind of thing, right? You can use the university's copy. So there's some instructions here on how to access that and how that might work. But I want to let you know that those are all things that I think can be helpful for you. So I just wanted to make sure you saw that and that was something that you could see. We talked about this already, kind of the overview and the syllabus. Remember, everything that we have from a due date standpoint is generally due on the second class day, which is each Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. So, for instance, the journal article the journal that you're going to submit for the second part of our class. It's a reflective journal around how you've encountered different mindsets, and you'll read the instructions there. But that is due tomorrow, Wednesday, the 28th by 11:59 p.m. So that's kind of where that due date is. Just remember that, right? Also remember, should you need to get in touch with us, our email addresses are listed. Michaela's is right here, and mine is right here in the syllabus. You can also reach out to me simply by going through and emailing your instructor, right? So you can email your instructor, that'll get right to me. You can do that here, or you can go to messages and new message, and then you can just look for me, the instructor, and I will be there. So boom, it's really easy to get to. And then what I would always do whenever you send a message to me or to Michaela, I would go ahead and check this checkbox here called send an email copy to recipients. That means it not only goes to Blackboard's little message inbox, but it also goes to our email inbox. So it's more of a engager, if you will, into what's going on. So there you go, right? So that being said, I want to get back to our content here and talk about something. So you'll remember in our Monday class, we talked about the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset, and how that's a spectrum, right? How we may not always be a fixed or a growth. We might be somewhere in between and have multiple kind of facets in different things that we approach. Knowing what it is, I think, is really nice in terms of helping you maybe think towards moving towards a growth mindset. So being able to diagnose in yourself where you might be fixed about something. And so that's where I really like the rubric, right? So in that first day growth mindset option, towards the bottom is that effective effort rubric, right there. When we click on that and open it up, it actually shows us where we are in terms of taking up each of those things that we talked about in the video, right? Taking on challenges, learning from mistakes, accepting feedback. For me, that's always been one of those where I'm mixed, because I tend to wear my emotions on my sleeve, and when I get feedback, sometimes I take it personally, and it's important for me to kind of take a step back and recognize that, right? And try to say, hey, they're telling me this so that I can improve. I think it also helps when you get feedback like that it's given in a manner that is helpful and not necessarily with an eye towards being super critical, but more, hey, how can I help us do better at this, right? So anyway, keep in mind that this mindset, this effective effort rubric really is a great way for you to identify where you are on the spectrum in each one of these things, from taking on challenges to taking risks. So there you go. That's a little bit of that. I want to talk about what we have, obviously, that is due on Tuesday. Michaela is going to walk you through some growth mindset stuff, which I think is going to be pretty cool. And then you'll have a journal entry that you'll do where you can actually get in and see what the instructions are. There's a journal prompt here that you can look at. And you can read that prompt and see, okay, how am I going to do that? And there's even a journal formatting example. And when you're done reading these two, all you need to do to upload your own journal entry is come here and you can drag it into this box or use the attach button and attach your submission right there. So again, I want you to know that's coming up. Now, back to your syllabus. The university has a common reader program, right? And for the Common Reader program, believe it or not, this year they're doing the one that we have in our course. And that the book itself is called The Purpose and Passion of Work, Callings, and it's by Dave Issei. And here's my thing about that, right? I think as we have grown into where we are now, that we really can appreciate, especially folks coming into school now, can appreciate a work-life balance. So I don't want you, if you think about approaching this book, I don't want you to think about this book as, oh my gosh, I have to just enjoy everything I do at work. I don't think that's what we're trying to say. I think what the book is trying to say is finding those nuggets of purpose and passion, ways that impact you in your work life. So there's a lot more to it than that. I would highly encourage you to read it. We're actually going to have a unit or a group of activities that revolve around the reader when it comes to that time during the year. So it could be really important for you to get in here and read this. So please make sure you get this book. Or get access to this book, whether you do Bearcat Bundle or whatnot. But we're going to be doing some exercises around this, so keep in mind that that's going to be a good thing for you to know about. Coming up next week, remember that we've got the second, obviously, is going to be a holiday for us, right? Labor Day coming up here. So if you look here, the second, no class. You will be, there's a time management planner and quiz we want you to do before Wednesday's class. So what you'll do in the course, you're going to need to do those things before you come to class on Wednesday. You can do them digitally, right? So you could do them Tuesday or whatnot, or even now, should you really want to. But obviously, you get that here under time management. You can open up that unit and get in there and excuse me, I'm having some issues opening this unit for some weird reason, probably because I haven't finished this last unit. But anyway, there's two things we want you to do in that unit. So make sure, it's not available yet. We haven't made it available yet. It will become available. But when you do, we want to get that planner and quiz done before Wednesday's class. So I want to reiterate that Michaela and I are here to answer any questions. Drop us an email. You want to set up an appointment, let us know. We can set one up, whether that be virtual or we meet face-to-face. That's also awesome. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a, I'm kind of fading in and out there, aren't I, in the screen, but that's fine. I can fix that later. But that being said, I hope you enjoyed our kind of little look at the wrap up for the course. And what I would say to you now is that we really want you to not stress about this course, right? The stuff that we're going to have you do is going to be very reflective, very personal to you. It's not like I'm having you really stress. We don't want you to stress out in this course. So if you feel stressed about something, please reach out to us if you have any questions. And thanks a lot, y'all, for participating. Once again, I'm Mr. Spradlin with your wrap up, and I hope you all have a great day and a great rest of your week.